You did not even send me here born anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say. You did not even send me here born anyway. Why in the world I'm around, it's hard to say.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Reading Fanfiction with Teddy and Peter. And as
Hi.
always, it's
Oh, sorry.
here
Hi.
I am, Teddy, and then I also have.
Flock.
Say your name now.
I'm Peter. I fucked up already. This isn't gonna be a good one.
You're
I feel
in
it.
big trouble after the episode is over, but that'll be behind the paywall. Yeah, we're just doing a solo duo episode today.
Yeah, a dolo.
Yeah.
We have been kind of busy, and I'm gonna be busy again soon. So, putting things together.
That's why
but
we're
I think
recording 10 episodes today so that we can still meet demand for the podcast.
We got started a little late, so I think we're gonna be up half the night recording podcasts. Each one of these takes us like 3 to 4 hours. I'd say about half to a third. I mean, half to 3/4 ends up edited out.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we go on these. Yeah, people have
enders,
told
really.
me that
I mean,
it
that's
might
the only way
be
to describe it.
that a lot of episodes are too long, and I say, well, you think that's too long? You should have heard the episode when it was 4 hours.
Yeah.
And you
And
can
we
see
pick
their
the best
reaction
out of
when they
that.
say that.
Yeah.
And we take the best. Yeah.
We only cut out subpar bits.
Yeah.
The cream of the crop is left.
Speaking of cream of the crop.
Yeah, and so to get started, I think we have a pretty special one. I think something that you and I we'd been talking about for a little bit, and then it came up almost 2 months ago now, at the beginning of July.
The idea of doing a Hamilton fan fiction.
Yeah,
which is so funny.
I had seen Hamilton on 4th of July. My mom got Disney Plus something for like a month. Disney minus. Well, it's just funny because when we were looking for fan fictions for this, we saw one that was Lion King and Hamilton themed, and I was like, that person definitely got Disney Plus. Lion King, Hamilton.
Yeah, that one was
Disney
called Hamilton, an alternative musical, like Guardian Saint, and the description was crossover between the Hamilton musical and the Lion King. Period. No need to say more. It's all there. Period. The Hamilton music with some Lion King characters. Period. But like half of that one was just the rap. That first rap that Alexander Hamilton. But there's a part they switch it where it says Simba Hamilton. And I must say, listener, I stan Simba Hamilton. But,
oh man, I really appreciate the effort. It is really impressive, to be able to just come up with two completely random things. Just smash them together with no rhyme or reason.
This was the first one you found where it's called Hamilton Watches Hamilton. Suspense fantasy where it's crossed with Doctor Who.
Where it's like if any real heads are in the chat, like the episode of Doctor Who where the Doctor sees Vincent Van Gogh. Like, so he like they like go back in time to Alexander Hamilton, and then they bring Lin-Manuel Miranda to meet Alexander Hamilton. But I think Alexander Hamilton also sees Hamilton, and he's like, "Wow, look at what I've done. Look what I've created. Like, I
Shoots
can truly
himself.
be proud of myself before I die
Oh
in a
no, he
duel."
likes it.
What? Yeah,
He
he
likes
likes
it.
it. Yeah,
Oh, but he
he's
learns
like,
how he dies.
yeah.
That's
Well,
the
I don't think it really matters, but he
Isn't it
doesn't.
interesting to have a fan fiction about Hamilton, which is in itself, we should, no one says this, but Hamilton is a fan fiction.
It's a fanfic. Yeah, it's definitely fanfic. I mean, it's one of the like it's following in a long line of like not just historical fiction, but like epic poetry about a great figure in politics and like regional and the local politics,
Aeneid.
like state level politics, like the Aeneid. Exactly correct. Thank you, Ted. Like the Aeneid, like Gilgamesh, like to a certain extent the Odyssey. I mean, there's a ton.
And this is Hamilton.
And this is Hamilton.
All of those are fan fiction, and so is this. I'd say all historical fiction pretty much can fall under
Sure.
fan fiction.
And I mean, even like something like Thucydides, like the Peloponnesian War, is kind of vignettes of that, where it's like these made up situations where there are people talking to each other, but Thucydides is writing like 100 years after. It's like, how could he have possibly known what these people said? He didn't. He just made it up. But it has the like air of truth, and it like signifies the truth. And that's really kind of the first place when we talk about like what it is to be historical or write something historical. There's no such thing as that positive truth.
Simba Hamilton. Pretty
And on
random.
that note, I think
yeah, so the one we're reading, we looked at a few. There was Death Doesn't Discriminate, which was pretty epic. Then there was By My Side, which is Hamilton High School. Also pretty epic, but we finally settled on this one by Saphia Queen. Or maybe it's Sapphia Queen, because there's two P's for the H.
I think it's Sapphia, yeah.
Sapphia. And it's called The 5 Times John Lawrence Rendered Alex Hamilton Speechless, which I love as like but it's like clickbait.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I hate to ruin this for everybody, but there's only 2. Although it was just updated August 2nd.
Oh yeah.
No, 12th. Sorry, I don't have my glasses.
So
but we'll get to all that.
So the description reads, "God damn it, he did it again. This boy just rendered me speechless." And that's like in quotes. I don't know who's saying it. Where Alex Hamilton recounts 5 times he was at a loss for words because of John Lawrence. And now it's rated fiction K, which is like kindergarten, but they say "God damn it" in the description, which doesn't seem right. It's written in.
Well, it's K plus, to be fair.
I don't think K plus covers "goddamn," does it?
I mean, maybe.
That's at least.
I think you get 1, maybe.
I use it on the description.
Yeah.
It's romance humor starring J. Lawrence and A. Hamilton. Just A. Hamilton. There's 2 chapters, 1,325 words, 1 review, 2 faves, 1 follow. And yeah, it was updated August 12th, but published August 3rd. So
yeah,
we'll definitely be seeing more chapters of this, I think. Not too soon.
One can only hope.
Or not too long. So first chapter is called First Meeting. And then it says First Meeting, Ham's POV. So I imagine there's like a slice of ham.
With like googly eyes on it. That's what I'm imagining. It's the Ham's POV.
Yeah. No, it's Hamilton point of view. And Ham's POV, I was stumbling through the halls, looking at everyone's feet. It's amazing what you can learn from looking at what shoes someone is wearing and how they walk, when I suddenly stumbled into a solid object. Sorry, he muttered. I had no
Ooh.
plans on looking up until I heard his voice. I didn't know it back then, but this voice, along with the person attached to it, would soon become a starring feature in most of my dreams. No
That's
pro.
cool.
Whatever made me look up had now made me something mute, apparently.
I like this because I think this is what I wanted from the high school one. But the
Yeah.
high school one was too. But this is like perfect. This is like, you know, ask me to the prom level sort of stuff.
Suddenly mute, apparently sounds like the name of a Bob Dylan song.
Yeah.
The first thing that I was met with when I looked up were his deep brown eyes. Then my eyesight expanded, his freckles came into view. He had more freckles on his face than stars in the known galaxy. Damn.
They didn't know any galaxy back then. They didn't think that
Dumbass.
existed.
So, can you remind me who John Lawrence is?
Yeah, he's like one of the friends at the beginning. He was like, I mean, in real life, he was like a political advisor and like appointee throughout his whole life and he served in the revolution, I guess, before that. But like when he was in the United States. Although maybe he died in the revolution, I can't totally remember. But he was kind of just like a friend of Alexander Hamilton at the beginning.
Hmm.
And I'm not throwing away my shot. He's in that
Yeah.
song.
Oh,
He's like
I'm not throwing away my shot.
yeah, he's
I'm
in
not
that one.
throwing away my shot.
But I
No, I'm
think
not
as
throwing away.
well, this is an interesting thing. So when I watched it on Disney Plus, I think the guy who played
Are you
Lawrence, he
shilling for
died.
Disney Plus?
Yeah. When I saw it on Disney Plus, only $8.99 a month. I think it's more expensive than that. But
Or
the guy
less?
who played Lawrence, I think Lawrence dies at some point in the play, and the guy who played Lawrence then plays Alexander Hamilton's son. So it's like it's like an interesting double casting sort of situation. I could also be wrong. There might be a different character that I'm thinking of. So, whatever. But they have a close friendship related relationship, and this person's
Regardless, it
taking it.
seems like there was a lot of sexual tension. And
Yeah, that's not in the play at all,
that
even
Sapphire
remotely.
Queen is really...
Which doesn't make it wrong or bad. I'm just saying that just wasn't in the play.
And I'd like to say to the listener now that this is really... It's really... The way these sentences read, it's really hard to know exactly where to put the emphasis on.
Yeah.
Because like it says, then my eyesight expanded, and there should be a comma. His freckles came into view.
I mean, really, another period.
Yeah.
Those are two independent clauses.
Or whatever.
A
So
semicolon would be, I mean, the most preferable. A semicolon. So they say it in Britain.
So it says John Lawrence, but everyone calls me Lawrence, he said while reaching his hand out. Alex Hamilton, I'm meh. I trailed off as his hand, a lot of the trailing off as his hand suddenly grabbed mine in a handshake.
I don't think they called him Lawrence. I think that's just they call him in the play or in the musical. So it's not what they call me. It's what like the audience calls me, like the other characters.
God damn it.
Like,
He did it again. See, there's a goddamn again. God damn it, he did it again. This boy just rendered me speechless for the second time. Oh. 2 times in one chapter. That's why.
Does that count for 2 of the times that John Lawrence rendered him speechless?
Maybe they do all 5 times in these 2 chapters. That's why I've never seen you around before. I thought it was going crazy, Lawrence laughed. Hey, do you need any help? Let me see your schedule. Still apparently temporarily mute.
Wait, so I guess they're in high school.
Yeah. This still apparently temporarily mute. All I could is insane. It's all I could do was reach my hand out and hand it to him. This,
Like a good little kitten.
yeah, if I was Lawrence, I'd be like this person keeps like cutting off their words and like not talking.
It has the same energy as the 21 Pilots one that we read. Very much a similar thing.
You're in my class, he exclaimed. If you've already seen the principal, then we can go to class together now. All I could mutter out was a weak "sure" before Lawrence was grabbing my hand again, pulling me down the corridor, saying, "If we want to be on time, we have to hurry." It was only then I realized I, Alex Hamilton, had just been rendered speechless for the first time in the whole 16 years of my life.
Wait, didn't he say it was the second time?
Second time before? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
Sappy Queen.
So that's the first of the two chapters. The second chapter is called First Almost Kiss, parentheses 08, 11, 21, 22,
I think
16.
it's August 11th. I think it's when this person posted it. So it's August 11th at, it's 21, 9, I think?
Yeah.
9:22 in 16 seconds. I think we could use that to trace her IP address.
This is
and hack into the computer.
Saphia Queen, I have successfully logged into your mainframe.
Wait, I'm in the mainframe.
Wow.
I used the date to get into her computer. Sorry, as you were.
So chapter 2 starts with a note. So this is actually the third chapter I wrote and is significantly longer than my other two, but is chronologically the second chapter. I was planning on posting one chapter every Monday, but yesterday I went climbing, so I'm posting this chapter today.
Oh, no.
I would be
Did you wear a mask?
Yeah, I would be extremely grateful if you could review so I know how to improve and whether you're liking it or not. Also, I have not properly edited this chapter, so please excuse any spelling mistakes and grammatical errors. If it was already late, why not just make it more late and edit it, which you should be doing anyway?
You know, as much as I agree with you, I can't fault this. Like, we run across so many fanfics that are so pretentious and annoying and then they just like have horrible grammar and spelling. At least, Sappy Queen's upfront. I didn't get to it. I'm sorry. I still wanted to post this. I didn't want to edit it. Take it for what it is. I respect that,
And we're back. So now
back.
We're gonna read First Almost Kiss. So me and Peter had a big fight. That's why
argument, I would say. Yeah. No, I mean, I was screaming at you,
so embarrassing.
And you deserved everything I said. I don't take any of it back.
So embarrassing.
I mean, it wasn't as much embarrassing as just like you were wrong and I was right.
I paused the recording for about a day.
Yeah.
You can thank Peter for that, everybody. I know everyone was expecting this episode.
Are you kidding me? You're really going to put this on me?
Yes.
This is entirely your fault.
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Let's not get into it. Let's just read the first accidental kiss or whatever the fuck.
Don't read into this. I don't want our Reddit page to be blowing up because of our drama. Leave us alone. First Almost Kiss. Ham's POV. All right. What is up, people? Mulligan said as he and Lafayette.
She wanted to use another word.
He was met with a chorus of okays and one great coming from the always perky Eliza. Ooh. We were in the middle of studying for our midterms, and so Lawrence has organized. I keep forgetting this is in the first person.
Yeah.
We were in the middle of our studying for our midterms, and so Lawrence had organized a study session. We bought nourishments, Lafayette said while holding up a big bag from Bub and Doug's grocers. Is that
What?
a thing? Is that
That's
like
not a
Ben
thing.
and Jerry's of Hamilton world?
Well, I.
Oh, Ben Doug.
Dude, could you imagine a Ben and Jerry's flavor that was like
Oh, Ben
it
Doug.
was akin to Cherry Garcia, but it was around Hamilton.
Hallelujah, Peggy exclaimed, pouncing on the bag, her wild hair coming undone in the process. Though not in our year, she and Angelica had decided to tag along with Eliza. Ugh, Peggy, calm down. Angelica laughed, all the while sneaking her hand in the bag to grab her own food. What? What's going on? And then to add to it, now there's a time skip. There's like a bunch of
Yeah,
asterisks.
yeah,
Time,
it's so funny.
it's
There's like 12 asterisks on either side of the
I
words
like
time
to
skip.
imagine how they, because in season, it was either 4 or 5, there was just like an episode where everyone on the island just kept like switching through time and it was giving them like brain cancer. But but like every time was like, it would like be like wah, wah, and everyone would like cover their ears. Maybe I'll find a
Right.
clip of it. But I'm imagining that happening to all the characters in Hamilton. That they're like and they cover their ears. It's like everything's like wah wah, because I think they call it a time skip. And
I have
times
no idea.
a couple hours had passed, and we were all starting to lose focus. Peggy had already become
I feel that
restless
way.
and was
The same.
texting another girl in her year called Maria. Is that in Hamilton or is that invented?
I think it's in Hamilton. I think it might be their other sister.
How do you write it?
I think it's Peggy. What's the other one's name? Angelica and Maria, I think is the other one.
Oh.
But it's her sister. I don't know why it's another person. Maybe it's not that.
How do
Maybe
you
it's a
solve
subtle allusion to West Side Story.
How do you catch a cloud and bring it down?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how do you make her stay and listen to all you say?
Oof.
How do you...
Oh, you're still going. Okay.
Sorry. Maria. Angelica suddenly stood up and said decisively, "Look, we've been sitting for 3 hours, so why don't we finish up and watch a movie?" Pourquoi pas? What does that mean?
Why not?
Pourquoi pas? Lafayette responded, and with that we all started packing up while debating what movie to watch. In the end, it came down to the original Mulan or the new Lion King.
Ugh.
We had just gotten Disney Plus, and so we're on a Disney spree.
What?
I zoned out for a while, not really minding which of the two we watched. All I heard was the end of what seemed like a lengthy argument. Oh, that sounds interesting. I wish I could have seen that.
Can you imagine? It's the characters from Hamilton, and they're like, man,
What
I mean, it kind of makes sense, if they're like transported into the future after never seeing a movie before.
Animation might be a good starting place.
Well, I think certainly Disney would be a good starting place. Could you imagine? Like, they don't know what happens to Simba.
Wow.
I don't know why they have to watch the new one.
Simba Hamilton.
But Simba Hamilton. I don't know why they have to watch the new one specifically, but maybe they just like Donald Glover too. It's possible.
Yeah.
Many of them could have owned him, but I guess we won't go into that.
So the end of the lengthy argument. But Mulan is about female empowerment and going against the patriarchy, Angelica argued. Nice. And it's hilarious, Peggy added, and then in her best Mushu,
Oh no.
I'm not going to do that, but in her best Mushu voice said, "Dishonor on you, dishonor on you."
No, wait, you're not doing it right. You have to say it like in the voice.
I'm not going to do black voice on this.
It's not black voice, but...
Isn't Mushu?
Oh, I guess it is. Mushu's the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is black voice. Yeah, wait, no. Yeah, come on. Wait,
No.
That's even better.
Worse for me.
Oh,
Better for your clicks, Peter.
For my clicks?
Yeah, like
Oh, like the clicks
going
on
viral.
the.
Yeah. Be all you care about
Teddy does a black voice impression.
and it's like
How does he keep getting away with it?
he can't keep getting away with it. It's like my face. I'm like, oh, mouth, like, oh, soy facing, like,
Yeah.
kind of.
There's like like
Oh,
you're like I've done the cover so you're in blackface.
it's like the picture of Drake on the story of Adnan, but it's.
But it's you. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and Pusha T disses me. Stop! You have a child. You are hiding a child. Whatever. So they want to watch Mulan. Yes, but The Lion King is a classic, Lafayette rebutted. Then Eliza, forever the peacekeeper, said, look, it's only 4 p.m. and Peggy has to be back to the girls' dorms by 8 p.m. So why don't we
Where are they?
watch first Mulan and then The Lion King? We all mutually agreed. It's redundant. With Eliza's plan, and while Mulligan went to go make the popcorn, Angelica put the movie on. Angelica, Lafayette, and Mulligan were taking up the couch, and Peggy and Eliza were on the 2 chairs, which left the love seat for Lawrence and me. Not that I was complaining.
Sure.
Angelica had just left to take Peggy back to the girls' dormitory as her curfew was in 5 minutes. Eliza took this opportunity to put on Titanic, the movie she's been pestering us to watch forever. Yes. We all complained, but in the end, none of us changed it, so that's what we ended up watching.
What? They don't know what Titanic is. This is clearly an unmarked AU, and
Yeah.
I feel like there should have been tagged at the very least. I
They
mean, I'm
shouldn't
not
be watching
disappointed
anything.
or sad, but you know.
Halfway through the movie, I felt a pressure on my side.
Oh,
Is it a wand, perhaps? And to get more comfortable, I moved my arm around the back of the sofa, resting my hand on the far end of the love seat. Slowly, as the movie went on, I found my eyes getting heavier and heavier until they slowly closed and I fell asleep. Time skip. I opened my eyes to 3 phone cameras flashing in my eyes and laughter coming from in front of me. In front of me. As I slowly woke up, I realized my arm was curled around someone's shoulders and was leaning into them with my head on theirs. They had their arm around my waist and their head in the crook between my shoulder and my neck. It's very anatomically specific. I looked around trying to find Lawrence, and then it hit me. The mystery person I was cuddling with was Lawrence.
wow.
With dread, I turned my head to face his only to suddenly realize I was right next to him and I could feel his warm breath on my lips. By this
Whoa.
point, everyone else had gotten the blackmail they wanted. Why are they so ashamed? They clearly now they can be boyfriend.
Why are they so ashamed? I think that's precisely why.
Had left the room, Eliza turning the light off when she left. Lawrence had just opened his eyes, and a pink blush slowly crept up his face as he realized the situation we were in. Sorry. No, I did that. Sorry, he apologized in voice less than a whisper.
What is it then?
Yeah, so I guess like mouthing,
Sorry.
Don't worry about it, I replied. Then slowly I started to feel myself lean in and felt Lawrence lean in too.
Oh.
We were less than a apart when suddenly a door slammed open and Lafayette sauntered in.
What a fucking asshole.
Immediately, Lawrence and I jumped back to opposite ends of the seat, and for some reason, I suddenly felt cold. Oh, inside and out. Lafayette went to turn on the light. I see you've woken up from your cuddling. Laugh. Drop it, Lawrence warned. Drop what? Laugh.
Lafayette being shortened to laugh is really funny.
Feigned innocence. We were asleep. That's the only reason we got into that position. I'd be lying if I said that with my heart didn't drop. But I put on a face of indifference. Wait, you should know that he's just saying that.
No.
Yeah, Lafayette, it would have happened to anyone. I could have sworn when I said that, for only a second, the light went out of Lawrence's eyes, but with the speed at which it had gone, it returned, if it had gone out in the first place. Well, anyhow, Hamilton, we have to go back to our dorm now to tidy it, and Lawrence, Mulligan needs your help with his biology homework. On it. Lawrence turned back to me. See you tomorrow, Alex. Good night, I replied. As we went upstairs and tidied our room, all I could think about was what Lawrence had said about our cuddling as we went to sleep. I couldn't help but wish that I was back on that love seat cuddling with him.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's nice.
That was very cute.
Guest commented, Noise. Can you make it a little longer? No, sorry, it says noise. Can you make a little longer? No.
Longer.
Longer.
No E.
Longer. Longer.
I like noise. That's nice.
Noise. Yeah, it's very genuine.
Yeah.
Because you have to type out a whole extra letter for that. You know what I mean?
I guess my only question about that last one, I liked it in general, but I
Yeah.
guess my only question is, was he really speechless? Like, what would he have said?
So he didn't say that he was made speechless.
Even
in
though
that
that was such an
second
important
chapter.
part of the first one.
Yeah, he did it like twice in the first chapter,
Yeah.
which apparently is the third chapter.
No. This one's the third chapter and the second chapter.
Oh, the way they
But
explained
I
it
think
was
there's
very
also going to
confusing.
be a different third chapter. But in the first one, it said it was the second time.
What the hell?
First.
You gotta be kidding me.
Look, I don't make the rules.
Well, I think this fan fiction is really, it's come up to bat, and it
Yeah,
really
I
hit it
didn't
out of the
dislike
park.
it. I mean, I thought it was a little, maybe disorganized, but I thought it had a real promise behind it. I'm excited for what Sapphia Queen hits us with next.
Yeah, I feel that way too. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10? What the hell?
Yeah.
I'd say 6.9 out of 10.
Nice, dude. I'd say 420 out of 10.
It's a 42. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for going on this Hamilton journey with us.
Thank you.
Don't forget to not throw away your shot.
Yeah.
Wait, let's do it at the same time.
Yeah, okay. Say,
Don't
forget.
away
Sorry. Okay, wait. Start over.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
3, 2,
from
1.
don't throw away.
3,
Or from
2,
don't
1.
forget.
Don't forget to not throw away your
shot.
I think that was pretty close. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.